this Mr. Buddy heater is really all you need for off-grid heating. If you're using an external propane tank, then you do need to know that you either need to use a special fuel filter or a special hose that they make that won't degrade and leach into the heater and clog up the mechanism. So you either need to catch that residue from the hose breaking down, or you can use a special hose that doesn't break down. So it explains this on the side of the heater. So here's this label here. If you're using one of their 5 or 12 foot hoses, in other words a normal hose, then you have to use their fuel filter with that part number. And that on the bottom, the last thing they say is that they have a special hose that can be used without a fuel filter. A normal hose is going to break down and leach into the Mr. Buddy heater and clog it up. So it's very sensitive to debris. I just wanted to mention this because you might destroy your heater if you don't know this. So you might be trying to save money by connecting to a tank, and then the whole thing is destroyed. But I like the small ones. I like the small green propane bottles so I can move it around easily. It's kind of clunky to have an external tank. I did use it initially. I had an external tank hooked up to it, and you save a lot of money, that's for sure. But being in such a small space, I really value being able to move it around easily. I recommend using it with the CO meter that allows you to see the parts per million of carbon monoxide. However, it's unlikely to ever register an alarm or even show up on the meter. You need to be in a room with very bad ventilation for it to build up, because it doesn't generate much at all. At the beginning of the video, you can see I'm using a Bic lighter to start it, and the reason for that is the piezoelectric starter wasn't working. It broke, but it just started working again. So I don't know what that was about. It's like you press it down and then it lights up the piezoelectric spark gets lit, and I think it was like misaligned because I'd press it and nothing would click. You could still use it. You could just press it down to release the propane into the chamber there, but the piezo part wasn't working. The piezoelectric sparker, but now it is. So I don't know what happened. I probably kicked it and then knocked it into place somehow. Now it's working perfectly. So who knows? But yeah, it's a great heater. It's all you need. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time building a Propex in an IP58 leak-proof case with uniseals, and Reflectix insulate. That's so ridiculous. I don't know why I did that. Don't buy a kerosene heater and buy kerosene. Don't buy the Origo Heat Pal 5100. You don't need it. You don't need alcohol. You don't need kerosene. Kerosene and alcohol burn with an odor that makes the air feel dirty. And they're also less effective at heating. So I really regret spending so much time researching all the different options for off-grid heating, because this Mr. Buddy heater is so simple and so effective. You don't need anything else. I'd have a backup of another, I'd have another one of these in case it breaks, and then stock up plenty of extra propane, and then it's solved. Then you can do something else, I was really worried. I read news stories of this family who tried to move off-grid completely unrepaired, and they all froze to death. So I spent all this time and money going over all these different options, and it's not necessary. Just get one of these. Get 2 of these, and then plenty of propane, and then you're done. That's all you need.